So the next thing we want to talk about is advanced lookups. And the reason for this is advanced lookups can be saved, and they also can be used for dynamic group criteria. And so if you've got to do something again and again and again, then it helps to know how to do that. So we're going to do an advanced lookup this way. So we can get there by either going to lookup advanced and choose advanced query, or if you just go right click and look up anything else, you can choose to go to advanced query right from here. And it'll have some of the criteria that you already look for. But let's say we want to start with blank, and we're going to do the same query. We're going to do look up anyone from California or New York or Texas who is also a customer. And we can add an additional variable this way. We can say, show me those who are either a customer or a prospect, and they're from either California or New York or Texas. So we'll start with ID status contains customer. We hit add to list. We do ID status contains prospect. Add to list. And we want to make sure and do two things now. We want to make a parentheses. It's going to do what's in the parentheses first. And then we're going to change and to or. So right now it says, show me the people that are both customers and prospects. And if you hit preview, you see, well, nothing showed up. As soon as I change this to or, that shows me everybody who's either a prospect or a customer. Now this preview button is really good for a reality check. I can actually look through the records that are returned by my search and see if they make sense or not. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the 3 states. So the criteria is going to say, show me everyone who is a customer or a prospect and is either from California or New York or from Texas. So we'll set the state, add to list, add to list, add to list. So the next thing we want to do is we want to add parentheses here, here, and here. So that kind of bundles in everybody that's either a prospect or a customer. And we want state equals to California or New York or Texas. Now, we want to keep the and criteria here between the two groups because we want both criteria to be met. We either want customer or prospect, and we want either Texas, California, or New York. If this was an or, it would show me all customers who are and all prospects and all people from New York or California or Texas. So we want to make sure and get our ands and ors properly done, and we want to get our parentheses set properly. We do our preview to make sure we have a reality check that we are actually returning what we thought. So you can kind of scan through here and confirm that, yeah, it's about right. And then the last thing I want to do with this, I want to save it. So you can actually hit the save button, which is this one right here. Well, actually, this one here. Wait. File save instead. There's no icon there anymore. File save, we give it a name. I'm just going to call this my territory. And I hit save. And I click OK. Now I can actually go run it. And there's the returns of that query. If I want to go run it again, I just need to go to lookup, advanced query. This time we do open. There's my territory, and see it's already all filled out. This also helps if you're going to do, a bunch of similar territories. Let's say this territory is Texas, New York, or California, but we want to do another one that is maybe New Mexico, Washington State, and Arizona. All you've got to do then is just double click here, change it, resave it under another name, and you've got your new criteria, your new query, and it's ready to go. Now lastly, I can take this, and I'll call this my dynamic territory. I'm going to make a new group menu, new group. My territory query. Watch what happens if I hit Add and remove contacts. And under edit criteria, I can hit open button. It's the same open button as before. There is my territory. You see that's already all filled out. And there they all are. So it's real easy now just to go to that group, right click, do a create lookup. If you want to send labels to those guys, it's just file, print labels, and there they are.